Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am using what I believe is a citrus twist kit. This might have been the very first kit I got. I'm not sure. I pulled this layout out of the vault, which when I do layouts I put them in an iris container and I record pretty much all of them. And this one got buried underneath and I didn't have any new ones to show you, so I pulled this one out. I do like how this came out. This is actually one of my favorites, so I don't know why I didn't do a voiceover on it immediately. That black graphic paper, I am going to use that as my background. That's very unusual for me, but that's what I do. Right here you see that photo. Well, the way I'm seeing it, it looks like it has a white border around it, and it does, but the white border is actually a few layers of tissue paper. I apparently did not show you that. I must have put that on there before I started filming. I don't really recall because, like I said, this was in April and today is June 30th. I am going to use this piece of paper right here. I believe this is from the Flourish collection. I might have showed it to you. I'm going to use that kind of as one of my layers. Right now it looks really big. It's a big layer, but it is going to be trimmed down. Now, I don't know if I actually used a sketch on this or not. It looks like over to the right there's a piece of a sketch showing, but I didn't show it to you, so I'm not sure. This happened so long ago. Guys, I can't tell you what I did 3 days ago, so, you know, I don't know if there's a sketch tied to this or not. It looks like, in the end, a basic layout that I have done before, so who knows. It could have been a sketch and then took a different turn. You never know. Did you see what happened right there? I dropped that sticky, that piece of white. I dropped it on the photo. So in the end, I don't show you me putting another photo on it, but I do put another photo on that photo. I went ahead and reprinted it, and I kind of put it on there at an angle so you can see the photo behind it a little bit, just slivers, and then the new photo will go on top. Here in a minute, I'm going to go away and print it. So right now I'm trying to build up some layers. What I end up doing is taking out the ephemera pack and just tucking a bunch of stuff underneath there. Right there I had ripped the paper when I took that white piece off, and I just glued it down with a little bit of liquid adhesive, and that's where my mat became shorter. So like I said, today is June 30th, and this video is going to go up on July 7th. I went and saw the surgeon yesterday and was like, can I please take a shower? And he said yes. And then by the time we got home last night, because we did a little bit of shopping first and then we came home, I didn't really feel like it, so I'm getting ready to take a shower, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid it's gonna hurt, so we'll see how that goes. Jim and I do have plans today. We're gonna go and get our pool water tested. Not that it's gonna benefit me any because I can't get in it for a month, but we're gonna go take a sample of the pool water and take it to the pool shop. We do have those strips you stick in the pool, and we did that last night, and some of it looked, some of the readings look like they were off, so we are going to take that back. Hey, I've been having really big issues with my software lately. Like the voiceovers, they just stop. And so I have to figure out how to restart them, and you guys don't care, but that's okay. Okay, you can see here I discovered the embellishment pack. So I am just tucking all sorts of bits and pieces around. I particularly like that notebook one that has a notebook punch. It's a spiral punch. Like the punch I have, it's a square one. But this ephemera piece has the round punch, which I really like. Surely there is a round notebook punch I might need to find because I like that. This piece I just stuck under there. It is going to go part on one side and part on another. There's days of the week and also numbers. Kind of like a calendar. I do something different with this. On this page, I end up putting like 5 tags, right? Well, instead of just putting the crochet through like I do, you can see the crochet thread sitting right down there at the bottom right. It's kind of a cream color and there's gold thread in it. Instead of just tying it through the threads, I kind of keep looping around in the circle. So all the tags have little loops on it. Now I saw someone on the YouTube do this and it was really cute, so I went ahead and tried it, And I don't remember who it was because, again, April. And I wish I would have wrote that down, but I don't really keep notes when I'm scrapbooking because that's work, and no. So that's how those tags are going to get loops in them. If I run across that person that did the loopy loops, I will let you know who it was. But it was really cute, and I just thought, I have to try that. I do remember that. Right here I'm trying to find something to cover up this bit where I remember when I pulled that white strip off and it took off of some of the paper. I ended up going with that circle that's a directional circle. Is it a compass circle? I don't know. It's northwest, east, and south on it. And that's kind of in a gold foil. I stick that there, but I'm also going to, the rip was bigger than that. I'm going to stick a little puffy sticker that says hello on there as well. Right there over the side, there's like this little room key, and I am going to tuck that in under there by that tag with the F on it. I do tuck that F in a little bit further so you can't really see it's an F, but it is. This has nothing to do with flying or traveling or destinations. Although this is a photo of BJ, Marissa had sent me, this is when they were still in Arizona. And kind of it's traveling because he was away from me, far, far, far away. So it worked. I just liked the colors. I can't believe still that I used that black background, but I love how it came out. I'm going to probably have to try to use a bold background again in the future. After I get this little photo cluster together, basically that's my entire layout, is this little photo cluster, and then I'm going to have one down at the bottom right that is just my journaling with just a few extra things. But I'm going to kind of fold up the tags and some of the other papers and ephemera pieces that I tucked under there just to kind of give it a little bit of distressing. I really wanted to use a flare because see all those flares in that pack? I love these flares. Those are from the Here and Now collection. I really like them a lot. But the one I pulled out, I think was the vacay one, maybe. I can't remember what it said, but it was a brown one. I don't end up using it, but I do end up using the pink one that's a camera. I am going to put that down there with my journaling. See, I just really wanted it to work. I love those flare. Although you'll see what happens to the flare. Okay, I love those flare, but they are not well made flare. Because when I went and picked up the flare, after I stuck it down there, I went to pick it up, and the entire thing fell apart. So I had to do a double layer of foam tape underneath the base of it to get it to stay. Here, I was going to go with a different title, and then it was going to say Hanging with the Boys or something like that, but then I completely changed my mind and decided to go with Boys Day, and I put it right on the photo. This was back in that time when I was really getting into putting the titles on the photos. I actually had thought I had edited this part out. Apparently not. So yeah, I am going to pull out Boys Day and just stick it right there on the photo. These are those Paige Evans little teeny tiny figures. I did get one set of those in a Citrus Twist kit, which I'm assuming this is what I'm playing with. And they are so nice. It's the one that one side is white and the other side is navy, and I kind of want to get my hands on another pack of those. I have not even touched the navy side, but I love navy so much. I know I am going to. I don't know. I haven't done it yet. Okay, so that cluster is pretty much done. I don't think I add anything else into it. Right here, I took this piece of this paper. I'm going to go ahead and layer it up right here. I think I punch a hole in it and make it into a tag. And it was part of that other piece that said fly on it. It was a piece of that. See how it has the hole in it? I'm going to use it as a tag. I'm going to loop that crochet thread through that as well. It's going to go like that. That's where I changed out the not the brads. They aren't black. Flares. That's where I changed out the flares. See, I used that pink one instead. So down there in that cluster, we just have a piece of the ephemera that was also over at the photo part. I cut off a little bit, used it down there with a piece of the tag, which I made into a tag, which was part of that fly tag. It's going to go down there. And then there's this little teeny tiny journaling spot. I kind of trimmed it down a little bit, and that's where I'm going to write my journaling. There's where the flare fell apart on me. And so I just doubled up the foam tape behind it so it would fit. I'm going to go ahead and commit to the placement of this photo cluster. And here's where I go ahead and bend up all the edges of the things. I wanted it to look a little bit more messy. Right there I just stamped the date, and then I am going to write my journaling. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold and just give this a little bit of a splatter around the page. I've been kind of getting away from splattering lately too much, especially if I really liked the project. Today I just did a layout and I splattered on it. After I've been getting away from it, I went ahead and did it, and I regret it. So I haven't been doing it too much lately. On this one, it looks really good. I love it. I love it on that black. It looks fabulous. Alright guys, after I do that, I don't do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.